So the best entries, in my opinion, when it comes to crypto is getting into projects when several things are in place. Number one is the market is bleeding really, really hard. Number two is that there's a lot of fear in the market as well. And thirdly, when the markets are extremely boring. And right now, all three of those conditions apply to the current state of this market. So the question becomes now, which projects have the potential to absolutely explode when the market turns around and heats up again? So in this video, I'll be sharing 5 projects that I believe have massive explosive potential when this market turns around, and especially when we enter the euphoric phase of this bull run. Now, of course, this is just a short list. So if market conditions continue to stay the way that they are, then I'll be creating more videos that will add to this list here. So before we get started, nothing in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own research. Also, crypto is risky, so as much as everything could go up to the moon, it can go down to zero as well. So please invest responsibly. Also, I am not a financial advisor. So if everything so far sounds good to you, make sure to subscribe to this channel, turn on that notification bell, and give this video a big thumbs up. Also, if you're looking for a good and reputable exchange to buy your cryptos on, MEXC is one of the most reputable exchanges out there. So you could do so by either scanning the QR code that you see on the screen right now, or by clicking the MEXC link that is in the description and in the pinned comments. And also by signing up, you also have the opportunity to claim some amazing rewards. Also, you're probably noticing that in the comment section, you are seeing imposter comments like these. So these do not belong to me. So under no circumstances should you interact with these comments, because I will never, ever ask my audience to DM me. So make sure to not interact with these comments at all. They are from imposters. Actually, the best thing to do would be to report them. So once again, they are not from me. So do not interact with these comments in any capacity. All right, so before we jump into those 5 projects that I believe have massive bouncing potential, let's go ahead and have a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now is sitting at $110,000. As you can see that on August 13, it reached a new all-time high of $123,000. And ever since then, over the last 3 weeks, it has been pulling back. And that's very, very normal for the market, especially right now, as we wait for interest rates to fall and as well as the money printers to turn on. You'll have a lot of people that tend to take profits when Bitcoin hits new all-time highs. And actually, you'll see a lot of this happen still during the euphoric phase of the bull run. But of course, the run-up is going to be really, really hard and violent compared to what has happened recently here. So, due to that, the market, of course, overall has been pulled back as well, since Bitcoin is the leader. And also yesterday, we also have Trump's new coin launch, which is called World Liberty Financial. And this coin here, is valued at over $6 billion right now. So absolutely took the markets by storm. And typically what happens when you have such a popular coin that comes onto the market is that it starts to drain liquidity across all categories of the market. So it's not just meme coins, but its effects are across all categories. AI plays are experiencing it, also RWA plays, also blockchains, for example, layer 2s. So when you have popular plays like this that come in that automatically within a 24-hour period that is worth into the billions, that tends to shift a lot of liquidity out of all the categories within the crypto industry and move into this project right here. So that's another reason why, if you're wondering why the price action of your favorite coins are having a pullback, these 2 main reasons with the Bitcoin price and the overall market, as well as the launching of President Trump's new World Liberty Financial token, is largely responsible for that. All right, so first project is MOANER. Now, we've been talking about MOANER quite a bit on this channel, so you're probably already familiar with it. So MOANER is one of 10 characters that has its full page dedicated to it on Matt Fury's newest book, Cortex Vortex. So really, really awesome play here, super bullish, belonging to Matt Fury's newest book. Also, we go ahead and we have a look at the price chart, and we can see that when we had last covered it, it was sitting in the zone of consolidation, roughly around about the $1 million mark. But since then, due to those two reasons that we had talked about, how the overall market is performing, as well as, you know, Donald Trump's new World Liberty financial token getting launched yesterday and pretty much sucking up all the liquidity across the entire crypto space. You know, we're seeing a pullback that has happened with MOANER here. So right now, MOANER is sitting at a market cap of $606,000. So of course, the ideal situation would have been to see that MOANER, you know, consolidate in this area and then blast out to the right. But we do have to keep in mind that overall market conditions, and especially the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum, will dictate, you know, how alts perform. But nonetheless, in my opinion, once again, this is not financial advice, is that this provides an opportunity to desay into this project if you really, really believe that this project is going to do well during the bull run here. So one thing that is super bullish about this project is if you go to their X page, you can see that they are still getting a lot of exposure, and KOLs continue to talk about this project. So really great to see. For example, right here 11 hours ago, we had you know, KOL Gossiper News talk about MOANER. Also, you have Crypto Blaney, and if you keep on going, you have also What Is Crypto. So once again, feel free to have a look at their X page, give them a follow as well, because they are very, very active on their X page, and also they are you know, doing a really great job in terms of getting attention onto their project. And this is really, really key, because when the markets are running up, every project can typically do well. But what really tests a project is, do they continue to stay active during the times where things are pulled back or are tough? And that will give you an indication as to how strong the community is and how resilient they are. So that's why I am still very, very bullish on MOANER. And once again, the correct MOANER to pick is the one that ends in 00B9. So next up we have is SLIPPY. Now SLIPPY is a very unique meme coin because it is the only character by Matt Fury that has its own animated series. So with that, we have no benchmark as to how high a Matt Fury meme coin that is based on an animated series could get to. But we do know that meme coins that are featured on Matt Fury's previous books have performed exceptionally well. For example, Pepe hitting 10 plus billions at the peak of its market cap. Also, you have Brett on base hitting a market cap of over 2 billion, and members of the boys club such as Andy and Landwolf getting into the hundreds of millions. So this is very, very exciting, because there is a big question mark around how high can a meme coin character that is created by Matt Fury to be the only character that has its own animated series, how high can that meme coin character get to? So we'll find out at the peak of this bull run. So let's go ahead and look at the price action, and you can see that prior to the entire market pulling back, you can see that it was creating a lot of higher lows and a lot of higher highs, as indicated by these circles right here. And it also created another higher high just a few days ago, and then, you know, the entire market's just kind of just dumped after that right here. So the current market cap of SLIPPY is sitting at $739,000 right now. So, you know, super low micro cap meme coin here that, in my opinion, has a lot of potential here. So you know, just looking at the graph, that it does have the potential to continue to create these higher lows and also higher highs. So, you know, my educated guess is that when the market picks up, there is the potential for SLIPPY to continue on this trend right here to create more higher highs and also more higher lows. So once again, there is no guarantees in crypto, but we have to prepare for all scenarios. But just by having a look at the chart here, we could see that the pattern is very, very bullish. So everybody has trash that they love to throw out, but in this case, we might be wanting to hang on to this trash right here, because Trashcoin is one of those meme coins that remind us about very popular meme coins such as fart coin and also useless coin that have gone on to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars. For example, if you look at fart coin here, you could see that it reached a market cap of over $2 billion back in January of 2025. So these types of meme coins that make zero sense, but because of that, they have very low barriers to entry, and retail could absolutely relate to this and understand it right away. And it has that viral factor to it as well. So, you know, if people are talking about it, it's, you know, very shocking and at the same time memorable to be having that conversation if someone tells you that, hey, I put money into this meme coin called Trashcoin, and it did really well for me. So, you know, it has that viral potential to it. And also it is part of a proven narrative of meme coins that really have make zero sense. You know, one example, once again, is fart coin. So going to its price action right here, and you could see that it was consolidating for the longest time in this area right here, roughly around $2 to $3 million mark. And then it you know, started to have a nice run right here. You can see by the arrow on the way up, and created this new local higher high of close to about $7 million. And then after that, there were a couple of whales that had sold you know, quite a large bag, and that's what really dropped the price right here to its current market cap of $3.7 million. But before that big sell-off, you could see that the momentum is definitely there when it comes to this project here. So this project is still holding up very, very nicely, which is awesome to see, despite, you know, several whales you know, selling off during this point right here, and eventually, you know, creating that pullback there. But once again, this could be you know, in my opinion, a good opportunity to DCA. Once again, this is not financial advice if you're interested in this project here. So, you know, this looks to be a level where, you know, DCA is a good entry. And of course, the ideal situation would be to have it return to this area of consolidation in this box right here. But nonetheless, this is a very good entry, in my opinion, if you're looking to continue to load your bags. But once again, not financial advice here. So let's go ahead, jump to the X page. You can see that they just crossed over 2,100 followers. So very good to see that the community continues to grow, and also their team is still grinding away. They're still active. This post here is just 10 hours ago, and it's one that captures, you know, really pop culture as well. And you know, a lot of people know who Rihanna is, so it's really cool to associate the Trash brand with Rihanna. So you know, of course, no pun intended, but you know, it's a way to really tap into pop culture to make it a lot more relatable to the everyday person. So really, really great to see that the team continues to stay active here. And once again, the market cap of Trash is sitting at $3.73 million. And I believe at the peak of the bull run here, it has the potential to run really, really hard, simply because it is in the same narrative of you know, these funny, humorous, kind of like makes no sense coins such as fart coin. And they're active on their X, for example, and also they have other KOLs that continue to support this project. So in the comments below, let me know if you love hippos, because this next project here is based on a very cute hippo that is probably the most famous hippo in North America. And the name of this hippo is called Mars. But what makes Mars really, really special is for two reasons. The very first reason is that Mars is probably, in my opinion, the strongest beta play to Mudang. Now, if you're familiar with the hippo Mudang, so Mudang is the most popular hippo in Asia. And at the peak of its all-time high, it reached a market cap of over 600 million. And also the second super bullish thing about Mars is that Mars has the ability to go viral. For example, its last video coverage in a news video clip, it reached over 2.7 million views. So once again, for those two reasons, that's why I continue to cover Mars here. So you could jump to the price action, and we see that right now Mars is sitting at a $603,000 market cap. So super low and tiny micro cap meme coin here. And you can see this by a chart, it has the ability to run up really hard, but also it has major pullbacks as well. And it typically goes into this area of consolidation before running up again. So this pattern looks to be repeating itself, where right now we have undergone through a major pullback, and you could see that there is an area of consolidation forming right here, roughly between about the $5 to about $800,000 market cap. So just by looking at the pattern right here, I would not be surprised that we see a massive bounce when the market returns. So just by having a look at things, that I know there is a potential, once again, this is not guaranteed, that when the market returns again and starts to heat up, that there is the potential for Mars to bounce back really, really hard. But once again, this is crypto, nothing is guaranteed, and just as just as much as it could go up, it could have pullbacks as well. But just looking at its the pattern history, that seems to be something that is repeating itself. And also simply on the long term, if we're to look at how well Mars has the potential to perform during the euphoric phase of the bull run, once again, I always tie it to those two things that we had talked about, being probably the strongest beta play to Mudang, which had reached a market cap over $600 million, and also Mars has the ability to go viral instantly, as seen in the last news video clip that garnered over 2.7 million views. So next up we have is Slime. Now Slime is really cool for two reasons in my opinion. So the very first one is that Slime belongs to a category of unreleased art by Matt Fury. So you can see right here on the X page that Slime is an unreleased art meme here. So Slime didn't launch, but it was leaked through cracks in the memeverse. No ads, it just spread. So really, really cool to see. Will this create a brand new genre of meme coins when it comes to Matt Fury that touches on this concept of unreleased Matt Fury art? And also, if we go to the website and we click on the white paper here, you can see that the mission of Slime is what truly makes it relatable and also very, very unique as well. And it's actually symbolizes one of the main pillars that makes crypto work. And here I'll explain exactly what I mean by that in a second here. So what is Slime? So Slime is a community-driven, culture-first token dripping with memes and momentum. We keep it light, we keep it liquid, and we keep on shipping. Now pay attention to the mission right here, because this mission is pretty much everything when it comes to this meme coin, because it is the differential factor, in my opinion, that differentiates Slime from the rest of the meme coins that are out there. So the mission is simple, which is to build a sticky community, reward good vibes, and have fun growing together. No over engineering, just good execution and clean Slime. So once again, the mission of Slime is the one aspect that sets it apart from the rest of the other memes, and in a sense gives it a strong sense of utility, which is to build a sticky community and rewards good vibes, because we know that at the cornerstone and the foundation of crypto is a strong community, and without a strong community, crypto simply does not work. And having a sticky and vibrant and a community that is resilient and continues to support a project is the main reason that makes a crypto project successful. So we go ahead and we jump to its X page here. We can see that they had just crossed over 650 followers here. So really awesome to see that they still continue to post 11 hours ago. And it's very unique once again with the Slime and being symbolic of what it really takes to build a sticky community here, and also belonging to the unreleased category of Matt Fury's art, puts it in a place where it's even has a differential factor even within the Matt Fury meme coin category itself. So let's go ahead and jump and have a look at his price chart. So right now the market cap of Slime is sitting at $453 million, and you can see that it ran all the way up to about 2.6 million, and then it kind of entered in this zone of consolidation here, roughly between about the 1.5 to 1.8 million. And at the point, it was decision time for it. But once again, the entire markets, this totally pulled back, and especially with Donald Trump's new coin, World Financial Liberty, or World Liberty Financial Coin, most projects were deeply affected by it. So we could see that it dropped out of this zone of consolidation and retraced to its current market cap right now of about $450,000. So once again, in my opinion, this could be a great opportunity to DCA into this project if you believe in this project and its potential as well. But once again, not financial advice here. And you can see it did enter its area right here of support here. So the ideal situation is, once again, to see the price stabilize in this area of about $400,000 to $600,000 before potentially gearing up for its next leg up when the market turns around here. So super bullish on this project. I love what it symbolizes, being the cornerstone of what makes crypto work, which is building a sticky and a strong community that is based on rewarding good vibes. And to end things off, once again, nothing in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own research. Also, crypto is risky, so as much as everything could shoot to the moon, it could go down to zero as well. So please invest responsibly. Also, I am not a financial advisor, so if everything in this video sounds good to you, make sure to subscribe to this channel, turn on that notification bell, and give this video a big thumbs up. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.